Shalom. I want to begin a lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Kodash. Double blessings and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Back with another lesson through the spirit. This going to be talking about a video that I seen a brother post on Instagram, which came from a TikTok that's talking about the things that's been going on with Zelensky and Ukraine and whatnot, which I spoke on a little bit in my camp lesson yesterday. So I'm going to be talking about that, pull out a few precepts concerning it. The lesson's probably not going to be too long, but just wanted to bring this because I thought it would be edifying to those out there listening and watching. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to those out there listening and watching. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Unfortunately, I have some very bad news regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. I need to explain it to you because you need to be prepared. Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, yesterday pledged $2 billion of financial assistance, aid to Ukraine, as well as, here's the part that's concerning, United Kingdom ground troops to fight in the ongoing battle. United Kingdom is not the only country that has expressed sending ground troops to Ukraine. That would be disastrous, because then what could happen that people have talked about is Article 5 getting invoked in NATO, which states that if one country of NATO is under attack, they all are. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that would be all-out World War III if it was NATO versus Russia and other countries were forced to take sides. Now, the United States has floated around the idea in this new administration of potentially leaving NATO, so therefore, if the United Kingdom wanted to get involved directly, the United States wouldn't have to follow through on the Article 5 invokement. Now, I really hope that Zelensky does not take this deal, because the deal has been offered now by the United Kingdom, but it hasn't necessarily been agreed upon. So you just gotta, stay vigilant and really talk out against these things and say no more aid. We need peace.
First, we will keep the military aid flowing and keep increasing the economic pressure on Russia to strengthen Ukraine now. Second, we agreed that any lasting peace must ensure Ukraine's sovereignty and security, and Ukraine must be at the table. Third, in the event of a peace deal, we will keep boosting Ukraine's own defensive capabilities to deter any future invasion. Fourth, we will go further to develop a coalition of the willing to defend a deal in Ukraine and to guarantee the peace. Not every nation will feel able to contribute, but that can't mean that we sit back. Instead, those willing will intensify planning now with real urgency. The UK is prepared to back this with boots on the ground and planes in the air. Together with others, Europe must do the heavy lifting. But to support peace in our continent and to succeed, this effort must have strong US backing. We're working with the US on this point after my meeting with President Trump last week. And let me be clear, we agree with the President on the urgent need for a durable peace. Now we need to deliver together. Finally, we agreed that leaders will meet again very soon to keep the pace behind these actions and to keep working towards this shared plan. We are at a crossroads in history today. This is not a moment for more talk. It's time to act, time to step up and lead, and to unite around a new plan for a just and enduring peace. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Like he said, they're looking for peace, man. They're going to send aid to Ukraine, and they're going to try they're trying their best to stop this World War III, man. That is ultimately inevitable, right? You know, you have the U.S. trying to get in good graces with Russia, man, and ultimately try and, like I said, stop this third war from coming because, like Donald Trump said when I was showing you all that video yesterday, he was like, "You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III." Okay, so prophecy, man. Prophecy is unavoidable. Okay, judgment is unavoidable. The little horn keeps running. The little horn keeps running and trying to avoid it, and you can't avoid it, right? So let's read this, Revelation 11 and 14, and it reads, "The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly." Right. So the second woe was World War II, and the third woe is World War III. Right. So this thing is coming quickly, man. And if this is quick, if World War III is close, man, that means that all the other prophecies that are before it are even closer, right? Because we know that World War III that's the last shebang, right? That's the last thing. That's the last prophecy that has to come to pass. On this side, right? It's gonna be World War III. Yahweh Shai is gonna come and return and bring his people salvation. And they're gonna try and fight those chariots, and they're gonna lose. All right, that's what it talks about, that battle in heaven. Right, it talks about that in Revelation 12, as well as I want to say Second Ezra 2, or no, Second Ezra 13, maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're gonna join in battle and try and fight the angels, and they're not gonna succeed. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn before whom there were three of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things, right? So that's this is Daniel 7 and 8. That little horn is talking about America. Salakia, I blanked for a second. And the three little horns is talking about Spain, France, and I believe England. Let me make sure, because it's talking about the British, the French, and the Spaniards. So it's talking about the three countries that mainly ruled over here before 1776, before the Revolutionary War. Okay, let's read down. And beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. Who is the Ancient of Days? That's talking about Yahweh, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire, right? So ultimately, man, let's read down to 13. I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. So the Son of Man is Yahweh Shai. The Ancient of Days is Yahweh. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. And these great beasts which are four kings which shall arise out of the earth. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Until the Ancient of Days came, and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom, the saints of the Israelites. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. That's talking about the kingdom we're in right now, the revived Roman Empire, right? Because you have the Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian, the Grecian Empire, and you had the ancient Roman Empire. And the 10 horns out of the kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise. Remember I told y'all yesterday, 7 heads of 10 horns, the 10 horns being the EU. And another shall rise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first. He shall subdue the 3 kings. And he shall subdue 3 kings. And he shall speak great wonders against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time, right? So that's the time we're in right now, man. This kingdom that we're in is wearing down the saints, and that kingdom that subdued those 3 kings is America, right? America next year will be at 250 years of this empire, right? Let's read on. But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion, to consume and to destroy it until the end. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. Right? So ultimately, through all of this is all of these things going on earth was just basically set up to have the kingdom, to establish the kingdom on earth, and for it to be given to Yahweh Shai and be ruled by the Israelites, right? The elect, the 144,000, and a new multitude, the 1/3. Ultimately, we're going to be in rulership over the nations. So getting back on point. And the 10 horns, this is Revelation 17-16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the earth, upon the beast, Salakia. So the 10 horns of the EU, the beast is the revived Roman Empire. These shall hate the whore. The whore is Babylon, America, and shall make her desolate and naked, right? And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So that fire she's going to be burnt with is the second death, the lake of fire and brimstone, right? And America's going to be desolate. It's going to be a desert that will never be inhabited again, right? Well, let me see if I can get this Zephaniah. It's in Zephaniah. It's a precept that I want to get, and it is in Zephaniah. I know that for a fact. Let me get the fake lake of fire and brimstone, though. This is Revelation 20:12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High Power, and the books were open. And another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. So all men on earth are going to be judged according to what they did on earth, man. That's why we, you know what I'm saying, we try our hardest to get right with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Do the work. Push this truth, man. Because we know ultimately we're going to be judged for what we did on earth. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, And death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. And they were judged every man according to their works, like I said. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, which is the second death, right? And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. Okay, so there's going to be a enormous amount of people cast into that lake, man. That's ultimately set up for judgment of the Edomites as well as other nations. Okay, so let me try and get that out of Zephaniah, where it speaks of America being desolate and being a hissing, and everyone walking past it hissing by it. Lord willing, I can find this, because I know it's in Zephaniah for a fact. Kind of, so I said, Zephaniah, this is Zephaniah 2 and 14. Let's get 11, man. Judgment on Judah's enemies. Yahweh will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, everyone from his place, even all the isles of the heathen. Ye Ethiopians also, ye shall be slain by my sword. And he will stretch out his hand against the north, and destroy Assyria, and will make Nineveh a desolation, and dry like a wilderness. Okay? So Babylon the Great is referred to many things in the spirit, man. Right? This is right now when it says north, it's talking about, you know what I'm saying, America, North America. And Nineveh is also another name that Babylon is referred to, right? There's a lot of places in this country that are called Nineveh. Remember, we had all those different. Have you ever seen that depiction of like an X, I believe, where it was talking about like different fault lines and whatnot? And yeah, Nineveh was the capital of Assyria, which Assyria is known as America too. And flocks shall lie down in the midst of her. Flocks are birds. All the beasts of the nations, both the cormorant and the bittern shall lodge in the upper lintels of it. I believe those are two animals. Their voice shall sing in the windows. Desolation shall be in the thresholds. For he shall uncover the cedar work. This is the rejoicing city that dwelt carelessly. They said in her heart, I am, and there is none beside me. How is she become a desolation, a place for beasts to lie down in? Everyone that passes by her shall hiss and wag his hand. Okay? So that's talking about the carelessness, man. Look at America, the quote unquote land of the free, where wickedness can run rampant and there could be no care or concern, right? That's ultimately why this place is going to get destroyed, man. Okay? Babylon's going to be a desolation. And it's going to catch a lot of people off guard. Like it says, man, how could this place, this great place come down so far? It's Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate, right? So Babylon is known as a virgin. America is known as a virgin because it's never been touched. This land has never been touched by anything, right? Like Volodymyr Zelensky said yesterday in that lesson I was showing y'all in that video. Y'all will be touched soon, basically was what he said, right? They never felt nothing. Have you seen what's going on in Ukraine? when you have seen videos. No, have you been over there and actually seen what's going on, man? Right? Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and will not meet thee as a man. Okay, so that's talking about when Yahweh Shah comes back and takes revenge on this place, man. Okay, so for all these people thinking that Yahweh Shah is gonna come back like he was in his first form, it's not how it's gonna work, man. This is Amos 9, and this is let me see where I want to start at. Let's start at verse 1. The Most High Power's judgment unavoidable. I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered, right? So basically saying you're not going to escape this judgment, man, that I'm about to bring upon y'all. Though they dig into hell, and hell meaning the ground, okay, the earth, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down, right? So we know that one of the things that, see, this is what the word hell means. Underworld, grave, hell, pit. The underworld, right? They want to dig into the ground. And what is that referring to? These bunkers or these fallout shelters that Esau Edom has. What does it mean when he says climb up to heaven? One thing that Elon Musk and Trump are trying to do is civilization on Mars, right? They're trying to escape the planet because they know that Yahweh Shah is about to come down upon them. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, which is a mountain, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from thy sight in the bottom of the earth, in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them, right? So Esau Edom has civilizations in the oceans as well, man. Down below, places for them to hide. They're going to be hiding in the wilderness and the mountains, all that stuff, man. But Leviathan, which is the serpent, is going to come up and destroy their ass. Esau Edom does it. Like they said, man, they only have a small percentage of the seas or the oceans discovered. It's still all types of beasts down there that they don't know, like the megalodons, leviathans, all those different things are down there, waiting for Yahweh Shah to use them for vengeance. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them, and I will set my eyes upon from them for evil and not for good. And Yahweh, the Most High Power of hosts, is he that toucheth the land, and it shall melt, and all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the flood of Egypt. Right? So like I said, spiritual Egypt. So the Lord is going to bring judgment upon this place, man. All right. All of these countries are about to start rising up against Babylon the Great, man. They're about to start rising up against this place because they see what it is. You have these people, look, man, these people was bashing. You have people over here bashing Zelensky and whatnot for doing what was doing, which was standing up for his country. And you have a lot of countries that are backing him in this decision, right? This is I'm going to end it off with this. This is Isaiah 2:11. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness. Salaki. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down. And Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. For the day of Yahweh of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, right? Which the Lord's he's gonna do damage in Lebanon as well, because that also was our land. And upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, and upon every the mountains are the big countries, and the hills are the smaller countries, right? And every high tower and every fenced wall, and upon all the ships of the Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. In that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of? Okay? So ultimately, man, the Lord is going to humble these Edomites and these Americans, man, right? America. And that precept, those precepts I just read were pretty straightforward, man. Like it reads, it's better to be in the spirit of humbleness than the spirit of pride, right? So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. Low-key, the video wasn't even geared towards Ukraine or Zelensky. It really turned towards America. But Lord willing, it was still edifying, man. So, call Halal Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Harakakwadash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, once again, who taught us his truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom.